Okay guys, welcome back to Fire Alarm System Test number 1. And today I actually don't have it mounted, people. See, that's where it was originally mounted. It actually fell down overnight, and I don't know how. It was actually pretty strong tape, but it was clear plastic tape. Well, not necessarily plastic, so that probably was why. And anyway, let's get to our fire alarm circuit. You can see we have all the basics. First off, I want to talk about this fan that was causing me trouble. This fan kept taking over the power, using more electricity than the speaker and the alarm IC. And so there was a glitch. I'll show you when we activate that. I'm actually going to put it up right here. And if you're wondering what that transistor is for, I tried to limit the amount of energy this is receiving. The phototransistor and resistor R2 is the highest resistor I could find of 1000. I don't know if you can see that, but that's 1K. But still, this couldn't work. I have an LED there. And of course, I trust the alarm. I added this connection with my 2 snap rack here so that it could make more like an ambulance sound, which to me sounds most like a smoke alarm. Right here we got the post station, and then I actually added something new. I don't know if you guys can see that. You can see I didn't have enough 1 pieces, so I had to use this 2 piece right here. For it to work. And then, of course, there was our silence button. And I made sure that this was higher. And I actually built all of this, and you can too, with just box that was 125 pieces. So you can see it's my Snap Circuits Explorer project. Snap Circuits Explorer 125 projects. And if you want to see the serial number, you need to buy it. It's model SB125. So there's the number. Anyway, let's get back to this, and you can see. Actually, let's go ahead and test it right now, and I'll show you what this fan does. So I'm going to be activating this from here. You just pull this down for like a post station. And I'm going to be looking at the fan right now. Alright, so the fan starts spinning, right? And then I don't know if you can see well, but the LED is on. The LED is on. And there's our alarm circuit. So if I didn't add this, I will show you. If I didn't add this part right here, so this part right here, it will sound like this. Sound not like that. And then if I made a connection here, then my fingers are sort of the connectors. If I made a connection there. Let's use my LED to do it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to hear. But if my LED was here, I think it would work. So it makes that sound. And there's a lot more sounds that you can make. So I'm just going to set it back to normal one, and it might be kind of hard to hear me with this. So I just add this brick here, 1 piece here, and then added this 2 piece here. And that gave me the correct elevation for these 2, where I added the LED light to positive terminal for positive terminal. And let's go ahead and activate it. It might be kind of hard to hear me, but you can see the fan is running. But then when I silence it temporarily, alright, you see the fans and everything has stopped. And I released it. The fan is starting to start. It's trying to start again, you can see. But then speaker is also trying to start. And that makes the sound. Here, I'll show you. So I don't know if you can hear the sound, but the fan is kind of vibrating a lot so that it's trying to spin faster than that. This, and even the LED light, I don't know if you can see that actually, but it's a little dimmer than before. So my only solution was to just remove this. These actually were no use. And then once these are removed, put that there. So once these are removed, I usually just put leftover pieces here. Everything goes back to normal, and the LED light just remains back to functional operation. Anyway, why do I even have the fan here if I remove this? Let me turn off the lamp. You can see the fan is actually connected to this 3-step piece, which allows this LED to turn on. I had to get a little creative when I was running out of pieces. So I had to add something there. And then why is it this 4-step piece here? It actually does nothing. I added it here just because I had to keep it steady and level. And then I added these NPN transistors to make these 2 areas level. I mean these 2. And also to try to lower the amounts of energy that goes toward this fan here, which really does not work, as you can see. And I'll show you. So you just pull this lever down, and in case of fire. And it might be hard to hear me, but if you press here on this press switch, I'm holding it down, then it can temporarily silence, but then when you release it, it resets the circuit and it keeps going off. I still have a lot of improvements to do, and see, I've been trying to make the LED brighter. I can actually turn it off and on, you can see it, but it's pretty hard to see it, actually. Here, I'll put that there. So this is the LED when it's on. Here's it when it's off. And here's it when it's on. Here's it when it's off. It's kind of not bright in the daytime, so I thought maybe we could test that out in a darker place. Alright, this is a good place. Alright. Alright, now you can probably see, it's actually so dark. I can't even see the circuit. You can't even see the circuit. I can't even see it well, but you can see the LED light. I'm trying to find the press switch here. Let's see. Here it is. So there's it with it off, it's pitch black, but then when I turn it back on, there's the LED that's going off, and I hope you can hear me because it is pretty loud. And I thought maybe you could add a fun fact right here. It's that this speaker is capable for sounding in all of the frequencies. It's that even hard of hearing people can hear. And so that's why it's so hard to hear me when I activate the circuit, because the alarm is generally louder than me. So thank you for watching, and hope to see you next time.